Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Dennis, and this will be your training for the FAST-2 assessment. Do something a little different this time. So this will be a video training of how to administer the FAST-2. The window begins January 17th to the 27th. Okay, and let's begin. So just remember that the materials that I'll be giving to you, please make sure that you never take materials outside off property. Please do not copy, reproduce, or use any of the materials that were provided for you that's inconsistent with test security regulations, procedures, and portions of secure test materials. Okay, what's the FAST test? This is for all the biology and our government teachers or LSN teachers. The FAST, the PGCPS mandated assessment is designed to measure student skills on biology and government concepts covered in biology and government classes in order to provide teachers with feedback to develop data-driven instruction as they strive to prepare students successfully for the biology and government high school assessment, the HSA. That's what the FAST actually is designed to do. Who will take the FAST? That's all students who are enrolled in biology, AP biology course, all required to take the biology FAST too. And also those students who are on the local, state, national government AP courses are required also to take the government FAST. All right, so the administration, which starts on the 17th and ends on the 27th. Here's a little preview of a calendar of how you can administer this test. It lasts, as you can see, either in a period, however you design to take a test, it's at your discretion, teachers, of when you're going to give that test and what period is totally up to you. That test, you can do it in an entire period or over multiple days of a period. Depends totally upon how you want to do it. But this is a calendar to help you manage your time. As the sessions are, as you can see, session 1 is 42 minutes. Session 2 is 45 minutes. You can do it in one session, or you can break it up as you see fit. Allowable, this is the age, so for government, publish wall maps, globes, all charts if they are not labeled or identified, defined, required components of the Maryland High School core learning goals document. So these examples of allowable aids, and these examples of prohibited aids. That's graphic charts identifying components contained of assessment limits of Maryland. So certain graphs and charts in your rooms is you cannot have up when taking the test, but certain things you can, wall charts, globes, that kind of thing, that's okay. Same thing goes for actually biology. There are no examples of allowable aids whatsoever. So all these things are prohibited. Displaying personal instruction, standard published English and language dictionaries, unless there is accommodations for students with disabilities. Published scientific technical dictionaries and a completed graph or a completed model of a graph with labels and so on and so forth. Test security. It is, please remember about the Prince George County, the state law code for Maryland, the COMAR, Title 13A, the Board of Education. That's a Prince George County Board of Education policy 6139. Please make sure you read it. Okay, it's okay. Code of Ethics, State Board Security Regulations. A breach of ethics may result in invalidation of test results and PGCPS disciplinary actions, yes, for the FAST as well as any test, but also for the FAST as well. So the must provide in writing to all staff, and that will be the COMAR that I'm going to have you sign when you get the materials. So I'm going to give all the examiners, after I give you the secured items, you're going to sign the COMAR and stating that you will handle the test items with care and follow all security procedures. Okay, it would all be in writing. Safeguards test materials at all times, please, before and during after testing. Do not leave test materials unsupervised at any time. If you do not have a place to secure your test materials, please let me know, and we'll find a place for you. Or I see your department chair. You can also store your test there as well. Please make sure to read all directions as they appear on the test examiner's manual that I'll be giving you along with your test booklets. Do not provide assistance with that will inadvertently or otherwise indicate an answer. Do not indicate the correct response or any questions that will, with the exception of the sample question. So you can repeat a sample question and you can give directions, but other than that, please do not provide any other assistance for our students. All right, the test administration. So I'm going to come around and I'm going to hand you your test materials, okay? And how you create your test environment. Please use these parameters, your classroom environment, your seating arrangement, like you do your normal tests, but please make sure all materials on the walls of the classroom that may provide students with an unfair advantage of the assessment should be removed or covered. This includes, but is not limited to, posters, examples, samples, student work, etc. All students that should face the same direction, so on and so forth. The required materials, each test examiner will receive a box. This will give you all the biology test booklets. I'm going to also have you your answer sheets, a set of pencils, the absentee sheet, absentee student sheet I'm going to have to you, student signature page, and a do not disturb sign. I'll have all that for you prior to the window. Test administration's directions, all test administrators, proctors, and accommodators of the biology and government FAST 2 are required to follow all directions as they are recorded in the biology government test examiner's manual. Test environment, as we stated before, test examiners must have sufficient room to walk around. The room should be adequately ventilated. Post a testing do not disturb sign, please, outside the door. I'm going to give it to you once you are testing. Monitoring responsibilities, please be ready to answer questions to help students feel confident. Do not answer questions about the test, and monitor students at all times during the administration. Test accommodations for special education students, English language learners, and students with disabilities are covered under the Section 504 must be approved and documented according to the procedures. No accommodations may be made for students merely because they are members of an instructional group. Accommodations must be based on individual needs and not on a category or disability, level of instruction, environment, or other group characters. In other words, all teachers should have received copies of their IEPs, 504s. Test examiners must provide students with their accommodations. So any students with an IEP or 504 accommodations must be provided those accommodations during the FAST 2. If you're not sure of those accommodations, please, you may see the special education department, or you may also see me, and we can also do that. But many of you should have that information for your students, if not all. Reminders, all scratch paper must be collected and if distributed. Do not dismiss students, until all test booklets, scan forms, constructed responses, answer sheets, booklets, and scratch paper have been accounted for. Test examiners must return test booklets, used scratch paper, unused pre-printed and blank scan forms, and tracking forms, signed rosters to me, Mr. Dennis, at the end of the testing session. What I will do also for that, I will provide you with a particular period or time that you can bring the information back to Mr. Dennis, so it'll be, to me rather, so it'll be easier for you to get that information to me. All right, so returning the test materials, January 27th is the last date for turning the materials in. I will, here again, like I said, I will contact you via email. What's best for you to return that test material in on the day of the test. In other words, I want to know the day you're going to take the test, and that day you can return it to me, okay? Email me when you will be stopping by to drop off that material. Be sure you have scanned all of your answer sheets before returning to me, please. Once again, before you return all the materials, including the scanned answer sheets, please make sure that you have scanned those into Performance Matters. Okay. How to prepare that return box I'm going to give you. And please, it would help if you do it in this format, please. Checklist to place on top, completed answer sheet, unused answer sheets, used answer sheets, and place in unused test booklets on the bottom. That helps with the packaging when we pack it back. I would appreciate that. All right, well, I want to thank you for your time. This, again, for all our biology and our LSN teachers. Please, if you have any questions, you know how to contact me. And thank you very much, and have a great day.